hot weather. Okay? Please be careful. All right? I'm live on YouTube. Evening, YouTube. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, folks. Good evening, good evening. Good evening. I'll give y'all about a couple more minutes before so people start coming on live. Good evening on this beautiful hot Saturday. Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm telling you, this weather is so hot, guys. I want y'all to please be careful out here in this heat. It's hot. Please be careful, guys, out here in this heat. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna get one more minute before I get started. Welcome to Travel Conversation, guys. Welcome. We'll get started in a few seconds. Good evening, Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, good all that good stuff. I'm trying to get a couple people come on. Have a good topic today. I hope you have pen and paper because I want y'all to take some notes. Okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to Travel Conversation with the fabulous Marco Dorsey. Today's topic is, what tips can you give for budgeting while traveling overseas? Okay? I hate to hear people say, I can't afford to go overseas. I don't have that kind of money to travel to Europe, Italy, all that good stuff. Yes, you can. You can go. Anybody can go. Don't let money steer you away from not traveling. It's all about budgeting and on your income. Don't worry about my income or the next person's income. You budget on your income. Your income is what's gonna make you get over there. Trying to worry about my income while I'm doing it, we on a totally different level. So a lot of people like to say, well, I can't go over there because of this, blah, blah, blah. No. Budgeting while traveling overseas is essential to ensure you to make the most of your trip without overspending. I'm going to give you 15 tips of financing effectively. Okay? So some of y'all should know, and some you don't know. Start with number one. Set a realistic budget. Okay? So I'm going to read what they say. I'm going to give you my opinion. Before you start your trip, determine how much you can afford to spend. Researches the cost of all the economies that you want to do, like transportation, food, activities, and other expenses in your destination to create a realistic daily or overall budget. Okay. I know I'm always planning, budgeting. That's the kind of person I am. If I don't plan, I'm frustrated. I'm not. It's not gonna be good. I'm not the person to just go with the flow. That's not me. But my thing is, your income is gonna determine your budget. You have to think. For example, if you want to go to London in 2025, 2024, it should be a year to get it started. 24. So that means you know how much money you make, you know what you can afford on a vacation, your family size, if it's a 5 y'all, 4 y'all, and you know what you can do when you go over there. My thing is, when you're on the budget, you can't do everything, so you got to pick something that you really want to do the most. For example, if I was going over there and I know my budget, I know I want to try foods. So my food budget will be more expensive. So I'll make sure I have a lot of money, extra money for food because I'm going to try restaurants, food, all that good stuff. Some people might want to go there just a tour, go different little towns. So you need to have extra money for that. You find what you're specifically looking for when you go there. Most likely you can't do everything you want to do. That's why you can continue to come back, constantly come back. So you want to make sure, find one particular thing that you really want to do when you go to Paris. And you know you have time to come back, years to come. But my thing is your budget. You know your money, budget out in a plan. My thing is if a family of 5 and you know you want to go to Europe in 2025, my thing is I'm going to get the fare out the way. I'm going to get the round trip out the way. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to pay that on my credit card. I know for a round trip flight right now, it's probably right at $1,000 round trip. So you know $1,000 for 5 people, that's $5,000. I'm putting that on my credit card. Meanwhile, when 2025 comes, I'm paying on my credit card to get that credit card back down. At the same time, I'm saving for the rest, hotels, transportation, food, all that good stuff. So I know my money. Okay? So if it's 2 of y'all, a couple, y'all both got to budget y'all money. So I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to take care of this. So my thing is no way you cannot go nowhere if you don't want to go, point blank. A lot of people excuses, well, I can't go. Yeah, you can go. You don't want to go because you want to spend that kind of money. But my thing is, if you want to go to overseas, it's about setting a realistic budget. That's the first thing. Second thing, you're going to research your destination. Understanding the cost of living in the country you're visiting. That's correct. If we're going to London, we're going to Paris, you want to research. The prices are high, food is high there, so you know how your budget is going to be. Some places may be more expensive than others, correct. So knowing the general prices range, various items will help you plan better. Exactly. If I'm going from London to Italy, guess what? That's the price difference. Italy is going to be more expensive than London. I already know. So your research. Number 3, you're going to track your expenses. Use a traveling budget app or a simple notebook to track your daily expenses. This will give you a clear picture of where your money is going and help you identify areas where you're not needed to cut back. Well, I don't do a tracking chart expenses. My bank, I look at my bank, so my app. I know what I'm spending. I know exactly what I'm spending on when I go over there. So I know my money going. Now, I know most of my money gonna be on is food and drinking. So therefore, I know my budget that's gonna be more money for me to spend. Number 4, prioritizing spending. Of course, allocate more of your budget to experiences that matters most to you. If food is your thing, like me, you might want to spend a bit more or dine out. Exactly. If you're into cultural experience, advocate funds for museums, tickets, and local tours. That's right. So if you're going there for like tour to look around, go places, you're gonna have more money for that because you're gonna have to buy tickets to get into those museums, to do tours. You're gonna pay money for that as well, guys. So that makes sense. So you already know. Hey guys, y'all want to go to London? Okay, what we want to do. What is the first important thing we want to do? So everybody come to agreement. We plan, and that be that one thing y'all want to do as a group. So you know most of your money gonna go into that tour, to that museum, whatever. Then you allocate your money elsewhere. So it's all about prioritizing your spending, knowing what you want to do when you go over there. Like me, I know I can't do everything over there because it's a big, uh, it's a big, the towns in London and Paris, all that good stuff. So my thing is, I try to do what I do. I try to do one thing here, catch a train, do something else somewhere else. So busy all in Paris, trying to do everything in Paris. I can always come back to Paris every time I come to Paris. I can do something else. So let me go to this other town. Let me go see what this other town have to visit. So that's how I do. I go to each town, catch a train, go to other towns and see what's different. Because you can get more traveling that way, busy all stuck in one spot and spend all your money in one spot. So that's where I look at it. Number 5, using local currencies. Now this is when you go over there. When making purchase, try to use your local currency instead of your home currencies. Correct. Use your credit cards for transactions may come with currencies, convenience fees. So withdrawing cash from the ATM is local currency could be more costly effectively. Yes. So when you go over there, if you want to exchange for currencies, you find a local place, legit place, that you know how much the currencies is over there for our dollar amount. They'll let you know if it's cheaper to use cash or a credit card. But with your credit cards, the fees might cause more problems for you. So you want to look into that as well. You always want to call your bank before you go on a trip. Because you know how our banks is, they will shut your car off immediately. Soon as they see something, you purchase something over there. While Marco was in London, but he didn't tell me he was going to London, I'm about to shut it off. And then now you're about to be frustrated and pissed off. You got to call through all these loops to get your car back on. So that's always housekeeping before you go. That's number 1. If you're going to use your credit cards before you go, you need to call the bank. Let the bank knows the days you're going to be in London. Correct. No any problems. Okay? So number 6, I just said it. Notify your bank before you leave. Inform your bank about your travel plans to avoid having credit card flags for suspicious activities when you're making purchase overseas and transactions. So, yeah. You want to make sure you do that, guys, because you're going to be pissed off if you have to do it and you try to make a purchase over there, you can't use your money. You got to call the bank. You hope the bank is open. Hope they have a 24-hour number so you can get in touch with your bank. Hello, guys, on TikTok. What's up, guys? Thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for the likes. Tap the screen for me, guys. Let people know I'm online. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for your likes, guys. But, yeah, you want to notify your bank before you go. Okay? Right now, I'm doing a live on what tips you can give for budgeting while traveling overseas. So the ones who are coming on, I'm giving you out 15 tips, finance tips. So when you travel on a budget, it is possible you can travel on a budget, guys. So don't think it's not possible. Number 7 is a good one. This is something new I heard a lot of people do as well. They use a prepaid travel card to put all their money on expenses when they travel. And that's smart. Because I had one of my classmates told me, Marco, I don't use my credit cards and my debit card. I get a prepaid card and put my money on it. I said, oh, okay. I never thought about that. But yeah, a prepaid travel card can help you stick to the specific budget. That's right. The specific budget as you load and predetermined amount onto the card. This also helps you avoid fluctuation exchange rates, international transaction fees. Exactly. This can help because when you use a prepaid card, they can't charge you no extra fees or financial fees because it's already a prepaid card. Your funds already, all they can do is take out. They can't charge extra. They can't flag. They can't flag the card. Now, number 8, this is something I was shocked to see on here, guys. They was talking about cook your own meals. Now, it sounds great, but for me, in this situation, now if I was going to a museum park, to Disney, or to a theme park, I can say okay. In the morning time, I cook breakfast for all before we leave to go out, cut back on expenses because these parks you paying for this food in these parks are very expensive, and we'll eat lunch in the park. That'll be part of my budget. Now for dinner, we'll go back to the room and we'll cook dinner. So I experienced that once before with my sister. We all went down to Disney and we got a room and we shopped before we got there. We cooked breakfast, we cooked dinner, and save a lot of money in our pocket because in them things parks, you're gonna pay some money for the food. So we ate lunch, snacked on like burgers with their fries and a soda, but that's about it. But we didn't eat the entire day there. No. We made sure we got full before we went, and we once we come out the parks, we cooked dinner or we went out to eat, one or two. So cooking your own meals, not in London or Paris, I want to eat their food. So I don't want to go over there to Italy or Paris or and want to cook. No, that's not me. But like I say, this budget. If your money can't afford to go out to eat, if you can go out there and shop in London and Paris and wherever you want to go, buy food and come back into your room and cook, that's great, no problem. With the cooking, they say it companies allows consider staying in places with kitchen affiliations. Cooking some of your meals can significantly reduce your food expenses. Yes, now, like I say, for me, most of the time when I go, my big budget is food. I make sure I have money for food because I'm going to eat places. So I'm trying food out. So for some people, might be touring. Then this is a good budget for you. If you want to cook in your room, make sure you get a room that have a little kitchenette. You can cook your meals and all that good stuff. It's no problem with that. This is how to go on a budget. This is one of the steps to take. This is number 8. Number 9 is public transportation. Of course, going over there, flight, round trip ticket. Like I say, most round trip tickets is not less than 1,000. You might get them less than 1,000. It depends on what season. But public transportation, once you get over there, you use taxis or ride shares or bus, trains, or subways. From my experience, subways is better. It's cheaper. It depends on the distance you go. Every stop is affordable for subways. Now, I don't know about no buses and trains over there. Subways, I don't do no ride share over there either. So you mostly walk and get on the subway and you can travel to where you want to go. Now, if you're going somewhere else that don't have a subway, of course you're going to use train, ride share, whatever. But make sure that's in your budget as well, in your budget. Okay? In your budget. Then number 10 is limit souvenirs. I know we all like to shop. We all like to look good, want to smell good, buy stuff for family back at home. If you cannot do it, don't do it. Don't break your pocket book for somebody else trying to feel like you're all that important, like you got money. If you cannot do it, don't do it. Period. At all. It's not worth it. You can buy little souvenirs, find something that's affordable you can buy, and get them. don't go crazy shopping for souvenirs for everybody. It's attempting to buy souvenirs, but they can add up quickly. Correct. Choose a few meaningful items rather than going overboard with purchase. It's like I said, you can't buy for everybody. Key change is good enough. Find something very cheap. So keep your money in your pocket. You're on a budget. Remember, you're on a budget. Number 11, avoid peak tourist season. That's the main thing. So now we're on a budget. We know we can't go in June, July, August when everybody else go. Because guess what? It's going to be very expensive. Plane tickets going to be high. Hotels going to be high. So you need to go on the off season as possible. Save your vacation so you can take a vacation during the off seasons so you can go. Plane ticket might be cheaper than $1,000 round trip. Hotels might be less than $100 less or whatever. Food costs might be a little cheaper. Yes, you want to go to off season. You want to go to a holiday, Christmas, November? No. Christmas, Thanksgiving? No. Sometimes no. Try to go in January, February, and March. August, September, October. Those months. Because everybody's getting back into routine, going back to work. Everything's getting back to normalcy. So prices might go down a little bit. So you don't want to go in tourist peak season because it's going to be expensive. I know that's where everybody mostly go. But your pocketbook was not going to allow you to go at all. It's not going to allow you to go. Hello on Instagram. How are you doing, sir? Career Discover Coach. So you want to make sure that don't tours peak season. Try to avoid those seasons. You want to stay on the budget. Stay flexible. Like I said, just say the same. These two go together. You want to be open to adjusting your plans based on unexpected, expensive, or opportunity. Having some flexibility in your interior, and your travel can help you save money in the long run. So be open, be flexible. Well, I know I can't go here, but I can go here. I can go this time. So you want to make sure you want to be careful. You want to be open to opportunities so you can save money. You're going to be always just like on flights. When people want to catch a flight the last minute, it might be a little cheaper because the plane about to leave right within 20, 30 minutes before takeoff. You might get a cheaper rate. So it's the same situation. You want to be flexible so you'll be able to maneuver to get those cheap prices. Number 13, this is very important. Travel insurance, but I know it's very expensive, but it comes in handy, guys. You want to look into that. Travel insurance. While it's an upfront cost, travel insurance can save you a lot in case of unforeseen events, such as medical emergencies or trip cancellations. Most likely, anything can happen before you go on the trip within a year. Something can happen, death can happen in the family. That's when trip cancellations. If you have travel insurance, you get some of your money back. That's the whole point of having travel insurance. Plus, if you get sick overseas, something happened, you have travel insurance. Okay? And most likely, if you get sick overseas, they're not like here in the United States. We got to have insurance to go to see a doctor. They're going to see you anyway over there with no costs. So if you get sick in Europe, over there in London, over there, you're in a great place to get sick. They're going to still look at you. Okay? So that's a good thing. Number 14, use Wi-Fi for communication. Okay, when you're in the hotels and the areas that have Wi-Fi, use it. Stop using your data. Save some of your money. If you want to make a phone call, it's going to be more expensive if you're using your data, especially for long distance. So Wi-Fi, you can go on Wi-Fi, you can go on Facebook, you can text them through Facebook, let them know what's going on. You can video call, all that good stuff on Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is a good saver as well, too, busy using your phone. Okay? If you don't plan on having it. So most plans will have long distance, but my thing is if you got free Wi-Fi, use free Wi-Fi. Just call them on Wi-Fi. Text them Wi-Fi. Send them pictures, whatever. So Wi-Fi is one of the budget as well. And number 15, last but not least, plan ahead. That same is set a realistic budget. You want to plan ahead. Like I say, research, book tours, activities, transportation options, take advantage of early bird discounts. If they have discounts, you might get some discounts if you invest looking. So most likely, if you're going a year with a group, use a travel agency. Travel agency will help you with that. Looking for discounts, budgeting for you, help you with your budget. Most of my clients, I help them with budget because I'm good at budgeting, helping somebody with a budget because I understand your money. So I help my clients and they love me how I help them because I make sure they get what they want with their money. And I make sure they have a great time. So my thing is, if you never plan a trip to overseas for the first time, use a travel agency. They can help you. They can help you on a budget. I hate people say, well, I don't have money to go over there. But my thing is, you have money. You might can't go when you want to go, but you got a plan to go. Plan. Everybody can't just up and go. Everybody not rich every day. Some people not rich. Okay? You can't just up and go to Paris or London. We have to plan. That's just life. You have to plan. So planning a vacation is not a bad thing, guys. It's a good thing. Planning. Get some advice, research, plan ahead, all that good stuff. So once again, here are the 15 tips you need to do when budgeting for overseas. Set a realistic budget. Number 1, research your destination. Number 2, number 3 now, track your expenses. Number 4, prioritize your spending. Number 5, use local currency. Number 6, notify your bank. That should be number 1, notify your bank. So notify your bank. Number 7, you can use a prepaid travel card. Okay? Number 8, cook your own meals. Number 9, public transportation. Number 10, limit souvenirs. Number 11, avoid peak tourist season. That's right. Number 12, stay flexible. Number 13, travel insurance. Number 14, use Wi-Fi for communication. Back home. That's all you got to do. Use Wi-Fi. And number 15, but not least, plan ahead. Okay, guys? So if you use all these, plan your trip thoroughly, be very careful how you plan it, and your budget will go well. Use your money where you want your money to go. Most likely. Like I say, you can't do everything and go over there. If you can, great. You got a big budget, great. But the ones who cannot do everything, you always could come back to Paris or London. You can still go there. It's always something to see in London every time you go. Something new. So please take heed. You can travel. You can go some places. Don't let people tell you can't go nowhere, but you can. Okay, guys? Just budget your money wisely. If you got a partner or wife, y'all go together. Baby, I take this, you do this, blah, 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 and make it happen. I mean, Just going over that period, that's a plus. Okay, being on their grounds is a plus. If you can't do all that touring, it's okay. If you just want to go there for say the hotel for a couple of days and walk around, that's all you want to do. That is great. You did something. You're on vacation. Okay, so do what your money could do. Don't worry about the next person's pocket. Worry about your money and what you can do in your household. And that's it for today for me, guys. That's my travel conversation today, guys. Is what tips can you give for budgeting while traveling overseas? Do y'all have any tips? Give it to me. DM me, text them in the comments. I can add to the list. They can use as well as traveling. Do they have any more tips out there I miss? People can use for travel on a budget. I'll be great to hear. You can always go back and rewatch my videos on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and just put in the comments. Marco, yes, we can go. You can use this as a tip guide as well. Let them know because we all want to help everybody to travel. Everybody needs to travel. I hate for people who cannot travel. But if you can do something to try to go overseas in your lifetime before you leave here, it'd be greatly appreciated. But budgeting, yes, planning, yes. If it take you 2 years to plan, oh well, you plan that trip and it's planned out perfectly. I don't care if it takes 2, 3, or 5 years. You want to go to Paris, go right ahead. Who gonna get mad? I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna be upset at all. And I'm not gonna make fun of you because you took you 5 years to go there because that's your money. That's your budget. You can go where you can go. Okay? So whenever you can go overseas, do go, people. It's a lot of things to see once you cross that water over there, guys. There's plenty of things you can see over there, guys. This world is gorgeous. If you take time to travel, this world is so gorgeous. This world God made a beautiful world. And you have to see it to believe it. Okay? It is gorgeous. So when you have time to travel, please travel, guys. But this is it for my live today, guys. I hope everybody's having a great evening on this Saturday evening. But it's hot as hell here in Texas. It's crazy. But I hope everybody be safe and be careful out there in this heat, wherever you're located. Okay, please be careful. I have 2 events coming up before I go live. I have one event coming up on the 26th of this month. It's a wedding pop-up expo that I'm invited to go. I will be there supporting this wonderful entrepreneur, Miss Jennifer. She's over this wedding pop-up expo here in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. It's going to be in Frisco area at the Hilton Garden Inn on the 26th. It's from 11 to 5. If you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area, please come out and support her on her event. She'll have all kinds of things going on for wedding pop-ups. So I will be there supporting her as well. I will be signing up people for honeymoons and vacations if they are planning for their honeymoon trips as well. So I'll be one of her travel agents there on the scene as well. So I will be there supporting her on the 26th. In September, I have my first bus trip to Horseshoe Casino in Shreveport, Louisiana. We'll leave out that Saturday morning around 8. I have 3 locations I will be picking up. That's the Addison location, Walmart here in Addison, downtown American Airlines Center in Mesquite at the Walmart in Mesquite as well. So we'll be leaving out at 8. Hopefully we arrive to Shreveport pretty by 11:30. Because once I got to do them stops, it's just Give me about 11:30, hopefully. Um, but I will be going to the casino. That's my first trip for the fall for this fall. It's $50 per person. If you're interested, you can go on my website and book your ticket for there. Go to flywithfabulous.net as well. You can also go to my website to look up the Wedding Pop Up Expo as well. You can get information as well on there. Um, Tickets are $10 to enter that pop up event. Uh, if you need more information about it, just DM me, text me, let me know. I can give you more information on that as well. So I'm going to let y'all go, guys. I've been my 30 minutes online. It's time for me to go. I hope y'all have a great evening. Be blessed. Like I always say, don't let the devil take your joy. Have a great night, guys. Talk to y'all later. Have a good night. All right, Instagram. Thank y'all for coming on Instagram. Thank y'all. All right, YouTube. Where is my cursor?